My name is Brock Driscoll, and I love farming. I love agriculture, I love the outdoors, and I love to see plants take on the miracle of life and grow and produce. My parents have always loved the farm. I can remember my mother running a potato planter, planting the potatoes. My dad riding the back, making sure everything was planting right. So they've been involved very heavily into that, brought it from just a few acres to what it is today.
You know, our father and mother were wonderful people. They are still alive. Dad is 83, Mom's 82. Their heritage was in cattle and ranching and farming. We got a taste of that and we loved it.
My first banker, finally, I was 27 years old, finally got a banker that would listen to me, and he told me to get diversified. And that's all helped out to keep us out of trouble, I guess, keep us busy.
Through small and little things, it's every year just a little development, and our father's foresight and our working together has come to about 25,000 acres of potatoes, sugar beets, wheat,
corn, alfalfa, grass, hay, many different varieties of potatoes, many different varieties of sugar beets, and several different varieties of wheat and corn. And we've grown our cattle operation, we've grown our transportation, we've been in the fuel business. We're in the potato packing facility where we ship potatoes all over the United States. Trucking became important to our operation. In about the early 80s, we began to truck all the product to that facility. So we haul many different crops and try to keep those trucks busy year-round. We are a multi-generational company. We're into our third generation right now. We want that to continue to grow.
The thing that's been unique about our family is that we've been able to get along together. We have different responsibilities, but we're able to mesh those together, and because of that, be productive.
I got 5 sons, and I almost feel like a brother to them instead of a father. Everybody asks me, how do you survive a family farm? I said, well, the first thing you got to learn how to work, and the next thing you got to learn how to get along with each other.
I'm Landon Driscoll. I've been farming my whole life since I was a kid. The first tractor I drove, I was 8 years old, and I've just been loving it ever since. So my responsibilities around this farm is taking care of the sugar beets, the wheat, and the corn, and we also have a little bit of alfalfa. I love being out in the field, checking crops, digging in them, seeing how they're doing. I just love to farm. I love playing in the dirt, and this is what I love doing. I love farming.
My name is Denver Driscoll. I work with Driscoll Brothers, and I help manage the north side of the American Falls, Aberdeen area. And this is my boy, Gage Driscoll, and he's 4th generation coming to the Driscoll operation. We have a great team. We're harvesting fontaines in the background here. We got 90 acres here. We're gonna knock it out here in 2 days. Sometimes we have to start at 3 o'clock in the morning. We put in some long days. It's a lot of time, a lot of people to manage, lots of varieties, and we try to hit lots of different markets.
Today's world of farming, there's a lot of technology going on. GPS is being used, maps are being created off that GPS, tractors are driving themselves, and that's been quite a change, especially in the last 10, 12 years.
I put a lot of the field costs and information into a program. Each field, it has information attached to it. It's got everything that goes on every field, and it also has it historically. And that's important now. When you look at sustainability programs, if you have that information and you have it across a 3 to 5 year history, that's important. You know, water is a very important commodity here in Idaho, and we have to track our water very closely now.
Sustainability is a big buzzword in our society today, and it's an important thing. We have a lot more information at our fingertips now. We can pull up websites on our phones, our iPads, and show you what each combine is doing right now as we speak. We're way more accurate in how we work our ground. We're not overworking the ground or underworking it, so we're more efficient with our fuel and our labor. Our precision planting in our different crops has helped us get better plant population, which helps us with yield. You go from 14 years ago to today, almost everything we do has something tied to the new technologies that are introduced to us even each year.
When I was 11 years old, we were still farming with horses. Today, it's just totally the opposite. So I've seen all this change in my lifetime, and it's just been a miracle.
It's amazing that so few feed so many. Everybody doing their part, everyone working together. It's amazing what can come together to feed a nation, to feed a world, and agriculture spurs on more employment than any one thing in America.
We've always told ourselves that we're in the people business before we were in the potato business. It takes a lot of good help from the men that move the wheel lines, to the tractor operators, to the planning, to the agronomy departments, to the sales. But one thing our company's been very fortunate is to have help and retain that help. We have a lot of immediate family in our operation, but we consider everyone who works for our operation family. So when I say family, I'm not just talking about me and my brothers, I'm talking about every employee in our operation, because we feel like we are a family in order to accomplish this.
My name is Miguel Morales and I keep things running at Driscoll Farms. I've been working here since 1987 and I feel like Driscoll's is part of my family.
My name is Richard Serna. I've been working for Driscoll's more than 26 years. I know I love my job because I can do different things. I like my job. I really care about them because the way I feel them care a lot about me. I feel like it's part of the family.
I'm Kevin Burgermeister, farm manager of Driscoll Brothers. This is a bag of potato chips coming from the Driscoll Brothers farm that we harvested about 10 days, 2 weeks ago. I love bringing happiness to people. In raising potatoes for potato chips, we can bring happiness to the consumer.
We are committed to producing the finest and safest food that's out there in the market. The same food that we feed our family also goes to feed the rest of the world. We do not do anything different.
The miracle of it all is that you can put a seed in the ground, nourish it with the blessings of a sun and light and water, and you give it a few months. Miracles happen. They don't happen immediately. You give them a little time, and the miracle of the harvest, the law of the harvest, and it happens.
My dad had a saying when I grew up, work is play and play is work, and don't forget it because you're going to work 95% of your life, so you just will start enjoying it. When I play, I'm very miserable. I don't enjoy playing. But when I'm working, I'm happy.
Work really is our play. We love what we do. Farming and agriculture is a wonderful life.